Welcome to Help Desk with Joe. We are here for show number 117 in our patch turned up studio in Spencer, West Virginia. And with me as always, Joseph and Justin.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning, crew. Wonderful autumn day here in Spencer, West Virginia.
The weather turned kind of quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Down to the 40s at
Now it's
night,
cool.
70s during the day.
Yeah.
We just had 90 degrees last week, so it's what we like.
Yep.
Anyway.
I'll give it time. It'll crank out another 90-degree day.
I probably will. Next week we'll probably see it again, and the stink bugs will come rolling out, and everything will be awesome. Again. Anyway, welcome to our show today. And Joe, as always, you got some good topics to talk about. And Justin's job is to keep us on track.
Yep.
Justin has the hardest job of the entire show.
I agree wholeheartedly. And So it sounds like a good day, an interesting mix of stories.
Yes.
We're going to start off with Amazon.
Yes.
And, I'm not an Amazon fan, but I have to use it. I don't have to, but I use it for work, which I really enjoy because it drop ships everything right to the sites that I need.
Well, get ready to spend some more money, Dave.
Great. Wait a minute, in a good way or a bad way?
We'll see.
It's gonna cost me more money to do what I need to do, or
No,
I'm
it's
just gonna spend it because these deals are so good, you can't pass them up.
Exactly. I was
Oh,
gonna say it's good for you.
gosh.
Now, Denise, on the other hand, may not enjoy it.
Yeah.
Prime Early Access sale starts October 11th, so Amazon is doubling down and going to make a second Prime Day event this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I'm not a big Prime Day guy. Like I don't even. The only time I ever talk or know anything about it is when you tell me about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I know. I don't know if that does that surprise you?
As busy a man as you are, no.
Okay.
Well, as busy as you and Justin both are, no. That doesn't really surprise me.
Okay.
When was the last day? Like a few months ago?
Yeah, it's like July.
Yeah.
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 I remember it's a big deal because I enjoy watching how you go after Prime Day because
Yeah.
you're a technology guy and you go after those things that are on sale that you kind of want to have but are waiting until they go on sale.
Yeah, it's one of those. I don't know what this is, but I gotta have it.
Well, I was thinking like the things you never want to buy because they're just a little bit too expensive, but then when they go on sale, they're worth buying.
Right.
And I know you do, like say you do, your job's technology, so there's all kinds of gadgets out there that I'm sure you're like, well, this would make life easier, but I'm not willing to pay that for it.
Right.
And then if it hits a big sale, though, then you're all about it.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So I always enjoy hearing your Prime Day escapades, so to
Yeah.
speak, and hear how Cena handles it. And,
Yes.
but it's weird. What I don't like is that it seems to be like a blind sell until the day of.
Yeah.
So I never know what you have your eye on, what you're anticipating until the day of. And then we got to talk about it
It's
after the
crazy.
fact.
Right.
Justin, sorry I was cutting you
No,
off.
yeah. But yeah, that's a good point. They'll like give you a couple little teasers, but they won't give you any heads up on what we're looking at.
No.
No.
It's just the doors open and then you got to run in there and try to find something. But Joe, did you get anything for the last Prime Day?
I was trying to think if I did or not.
I think you did, but it wasn't anything like outrageous. It's just like some small stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was probably just a couple small things, nothing crazy, nothing worth bragging about.
Yeah, there wasn't like a big thing. You're like, you won't believe what I got.
Right.
What's your Amazon password? I'll check.
We'll figure this out.
Change shipping address too.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you the standard question then.
Okay.
Are you excited about this second Prime Day? Is this something that you're like, all right, yes, I need this? Or is it just like, it's just another selling plot?
I think it's just another selling plot now. Will I be watching to see what deals come down the pike? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm just kind of shaking my head at this. It's like, okay, you had Prime Day. You know you're going to have a huge Black Friday sale coming up. And I was telling Justin this before the show. We was talking about literally when are we going to get to the point where Amazon goes, hey, it's Prime Day, and like it's going to be like an every month deal.
Yeah.
Bloody brilliant!
Yeah.
From the back of the room where the meeting happened. You know what we need? We need a monthly sale.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like somebody somewhere is like, do you remember the Kmart blue light specials?
Yeah, we need that.
We need that. That's how we're going to increase our sales.
Let's look how well it worked
the
out.
The oldest guy in the room's like, I got an idea.
Yeah.
He's like 2 weeks from retirement. He's like, you need to come up with a good idea or you're out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because look how well it worked for Kmart.
I know.
So it'll be a 48-hour event on October 11th and 12th.
Yes.
Okay.
and you have to have it be an Amazon Prime
Does
member
that
to
start
take
at-
in it.
Well,
Mid-
when's Black Friday?
The day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. All right. So they are. You're right. They're hitting October. They're going to hit November.
Yeah.
It makes you think the first Prime Day didn't go as well as they wanted it to.
Either that or it went as well as they wanted to, and they're like, let's do it again.
Yeah, it's
Because
double
I mean,
down.
if something good's happening, do it again.
Right. It's like the Monopoly deal at McDonald's. You know, they don't do it anymore. An interesting documentary on that.
Yeah.
But to hear the figures of like how, like it's like 600% increase in sales
Wow.
when they would do the Monopoly giveaways.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's. So let me ask you this, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
The color run went really well.
Yep.
You had more participants than ever.
Oh yeah, by far.
So you're saying you're not going to do the color run again?
No, never, never again.
Just based off the philosophy you threw out there. Hey, man,
Well, I
it
wonder-
went well once, but you know.
I wonder if we're doing one this month, would the turnout be good though?
Ah,
Right back
good
to back
point.
like
Good
that.
point.
Yeah.
I was gonna say apparently.
Let's do it again. They're like,
Let's do it
"Nah,
again,
We're,
yeah."
we're good.
I still haven't got the powder out of my hair.
Yeah. So if you're not an Amazon Prime member and you want in on this, you have plenty of time to sign up. Again, it's the October 11th and 12th.
I wonder if they're doing it to drive up their Prime membership.
Oh, you know it is.
This is. I think they're seeing it as like a pre-Christmas shopping thing. Like
Yeah.
maybe people will
In October?
get it in really early.
Daggone it. Can we not have Halloween first?
Yeah.
Well, you know, Walmart starts putting their Christmas stuff out.
I know. It's probably already out.
Probably.
I know it's my daughter Katie and I were talking about this the other day because we saw some Halloween decorations and we're like, oh, it's not even October yet.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, I had to go.
I like Halloween, so I don't mind seeing them.
Right. Unfortunately, I had to go to Walmart yesterday,
Oh boy.
and they already and they already had all the candy and the costumes and all that all stocked up and
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah, that's true. It is out. Well, and it's been out for a week or two now.
Oh, see, that's not bad. Though.
No.
Usually they start at like the end of August or the middle of August and then put it all together.
Which led us to the conversation. So if you do decorations,
Okay.
and let's assume here's the problem that I see. When do you do your fall decorations? Because Halloween's already started,
Right.
and then as soon as Halloween's over, you have Thanksgiving,
Right.
and then you have Christmas.
Right.
So when is the official, I'm going to fake air quote here, official fall decoration time? Or does the holiday decorations all count as fall?
I would say after Labor Day would be the earliest.
Gotcha. Well, I just mean it doesn't seem like there's time for fall decorations.
True.
Because if you do September, man, it's still hot. It's still summer.
Well, here's what you do. You do your fall decorations, then October 1st you just put out a pumpkin blow up, and there you go.
Now, keep in mind, I don't do any decorations. So this is purely hypothetical. If I were to do fall, where would it fit?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of feel like the holiday ones are all fall decorations. But I do like fall.
Yeah.
Anyway, interesting conversations I
Yeah,
have.
maybe after Halloween, then you do your fall decorations until
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. That's not much
Yeah.
of a window.
Everybody rolls out Thanksgiving, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Thanksgiving decorations are kind of fall, though.
Yeah.
Fodder shocks, hay bales, stuff like that.
You just throw away the jack-o'-lanterns and leave the
Yeah,
rest of the pumpkins
get
there.
get your pumpkins off your porch.
Yeah.
The decorated ones. Now you can leave the regular ones up there. That's fall.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, we figured it out. Problem solved. For everybody out there that had issues or questions about the decorations, call Joe, A&M Digital Technology. He'll help you out with your Halloween.
Here's an easy tip. Throw them away.
He'll help you out with your decorating schematics. Set you up on a schedule. He'll use an algorithm.
There you go.
Set you up an alarm on your phone. Time to do your fall decorations. And probably set you up. You can set somebody up right with like what do they call the little talking boxes?
Oh, the little Echo Dots.
Echo Dots. Yeah, you can set somebody up with an Echo Dot and remind them of what
Yeah.
they need to do.
There you go.
All right, there you go. So call Joe, Cena. They'll help you up at A&M Digital Technologies with their newest service, bloody brilliant, of reminding you of how to do your decorations via your Echo Dot.
Well, wait till October 11th and you can get a good deal on one.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
See, we're circled this all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story I'm reading says, don't be surprised if having multiple Prime Days a year becomes the new strategy.
See?
I'm not surprised. We had the idea.
Yeah. You could take.
I mean, I practically own that place now. Well, no, not really, but you get the idea.
We'll see how this goes.
All right.
We'll see how this new strategy.
Amazon Prime Days. Do you have something on your list, Joe, that if it gets cheap enough, you're gonna buy?
As of right now, no, but that doesn't mean like I won't be sitting there the day I'm going, ooh, that is a good deal.
Yeah, shine.
That's usually how I work.
Yeah.
It's like I don't have. I
You don't make a list of stuff you'd like to have?
I just go in there aimlessly and it's like surprise me.
Nice. Just look around, see what appeals to you.
Yeah.
What was the last thing you got?
I don't remember.
It doesn't have to be Prime Day, just in general.
Oh well.
Wasn't there some sort of hard drive cloner thing you brought in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
Nice.
That I have.
Got a deal on
Because
that
you
one?
used it a lot and you
Yeah.
got it cheap and you
Yeah.
wanted a backup.
Yeah, I've bought two. I keep one in my truck with me.
Yeah. What was the last thing you bought on Amazon?
Hold on, I can tell you.
I know what I bought. What about you, Justin?
Golf balls and golf tees.
What?
Yeah, bought 1,000 pack of golf tees. I was tired of reordering golf tees. I'm getting 1,000. That'll last me a month or two.
See, I can't remember the last time I bought golf tees.
Yeah, I buy.
I don't golf that often.
Yeah.
Batteries.
Batteries? You bought
Yeah.
batteries?
Yeah, that's the most recent thing.
Wow.
Yeah, big.
I got Legos.
Oh, okay, now I'll take it back. I did order a
Like
couple LED floodlights.
Nice. I got Legos for out at Gary.
Mhm.
That's my last purchase. I'd say my last personal purchase, though. I don't know. I guess I could look, but I'm too lazy. Whatever it was wasn't that big. Anyway. All right, Amazon.
Squeezing more money out of us.
Gosh, Prime Days. Do
Yeah, bought do.
twice, times 2. I don't know. You think it'll be successful? You think it'll have the same hype it had the first one has?
Oh yeah. I
Really?
mean, if it doesn't, it'll be close. Like it'll be
Yeah.
a close second. Because their thoughts on this is they pushed out Prime Day last year because of all the shipping issues and all that. They pushed it out from July to October. So this year they're going, hey, well, it worked in July. Let's go ahead and do it in October as well because it worked well last year. Well, that was different. That was different circumstances.
I heard a weird thing that related to Amazon this morning on NPR.
Okay.
In Russia, they have a similar site like Amazon.
Alibaba?
No, that's China.
Okay.
I didn't catch the name of it. But anyways, where drug dealers took packages, put them at a location, and then you purchase them, and then they give you the location, and you go get the package.
Well, if I just in some weird geocaching adventure.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, bloody brilliant. But, they based it off the concept of Amazon. You just deliver, but instead of delivery, you pick up. So, like, you go to the Amazon store and pick up your package and stuff sometimes, I guess. Or it's a reverse deal. But anyway, Amazon came up in a conversation on NPR. I was like, ooh, I bet somebody at Amazon likes that.
Yeah.
Amazon, the dark side.
Yeah.
Anyway, interesting stuff. Okay, story number 2.
All right, DirectTV.
DirectTV. Haven't heard this one for a while.
Yeah, this kind of surprised me. So DirectTV is adding some content to their lineup. They're adding Cozi TV to its TV lineup. It's
What?
Cozi
TV. Cozi?
Yeah, Cozi TV, COZI.
What is that?
It's a
Is this a new player in the market?
it's a classic TV channel.
Oh.
They the update follows in the addition of Cozi TV 2 on DirectTV Stream this year, and it's now available on its regular satellite lineup, along with Ion TV, Bounce, and Grit. Cozi TV is home to classic TV favorites like Roseanne, Little House on the Prairie, Frasier, Murder, She Wrote, and The Nanny. Bones and Monk will be added to the lineup on October 3rd. Cozi TV is now available for DirectTV and DirectTV Stream with the Choice package and above.
I gotta think. Like I like the show Monk.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty neat one. But I gotta think that.
like he's kind of autistic type.
Yeah, he's an
guy?
autistic detective.
Okay. All right.
I gotta think that everybody's already seen all these.
But there's must be money to be made if they.
I guess. I
Well,
mean, those are older shows. Frasier, my gosh.
Yeah, but think about it. Low cost
Yeah,
because they're reruns, and then just high return on investment. Look
I guess.
at Ted Turner. How many billions did he make off Andy Griffith reruns? A bunch.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's how he got the money to turn TBS into what it was.
No way.
Yeah, yeah.
That's an interesting story.
TBS, TNT, all that. Turner Classic Movies. He just bought all the old archives of stuff or licensed it out or whatever, and just played the thunder out of it. And
played the thunder out of it. All right, I like that. I'm going to use that expression.
So there you go.
I got a soccer game tonight. My daughter plays. I'm going to yell that out on the field. Play the thunder out of it.
which she's been doing very well, by the way.
Yeah,
I've seen your post on Facebook.
Yeah, she's been doing really good. Big game tonight.
Who are they playing?
Sissonsville, who they tied 2-2 the last game. Yep.
Let's go.
Let's go. Play the thunder out of it. I really like that. It sounds cool.
He should be on a pillow.
Wow.
So it just
It
shows
sounds violent. That's why I like it.
there's some little networks that I've never heard of. You may have, Joe, but I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of money behind them, but they're not like well-known household names.
Right.
I mean, Cozi TV. No one. Does anyone know about that? Or
I saw it show up on some ads online. I never looked into it, but
It's going to show up on all our ads now.
yeah.
Now that we're talking about it.
Yeah, we're going to get plenty of information on it.
It's
here
kind of
shortly.
crazy. My phone listens.
Oh yeah. Well, that doesn't freak me out as bad as when I'm sitting thinking, oh, well, I need to look up this, and then literally I pull up Facebook because my ADD has kicked in and I've just wandered off, and literally I'm telling
Wandered off.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've got. It's not been diagnosed as nothing official, but I'm telling you, it takes about that much effort
Squirrel.
to exactly. I'll just think of something and go on Facebook, and literally there's an ad for it. Now that's what freaks me out, because the listening part, I know that's going on, but when I think it and it's there, that's a whole other level.
Oh boy.
So you guys ready to hear about TikTok?
yeah.
Yeah. Finish this up with TikTok.
All right. So I've seen this.
I'm still not a patron, so you know.
Well, I'm
I know you're back on the wagon.
Yeah, well, but I've limited myself greatly.
Keep it under control.
Yes, I've put under great restrictions. Plus, I post content on there now. So
Have you been successful in limiting your
Yes, I'm.
habit?
I don't want to brag because then I will fall off the wagon. But
Yeah, let's talk about your habit, Joe.
Which one?
How does it make you feel?
Again, which habit we talking?
And how do you feel about that you have multiple habits?
I'm not surprised.
I'm very comfortable with it. I like them.
Yeah.
I want to do them more.
Yeah. So TikTok, I seen this update come out this weekend. It's rolling out a comment dislike button to all users. The social network hopes this will address moderation issues. So now you have a way to show your disapproval of hurtful or simply pointless TikTok comments. In the wake of a test this spring, TikTok has started a global rollout for a comment dislike button. As with other social networks, you can tap thumbs up to express you can tap a thumbs down button to express your displeasure, or undo the action if you have second thoughts. The company builds a feature as another way to get feedback regarding irrelevant or inappropriate comments. Ideally, a comment with a large volume of dislikes will warn TikTok about hate speech, spam, or trolling that might otherwise miss. That in turn could promote healthier comment sections. Before you ask, yes, TikTok is aware of potential for abuse. Like YouTube.
Yeah, see, that was going to be my question. I assume that they know this is just going to lead to arguments.
Yeah. And just like.
There you go. Now you can show your displeasure.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Again, just a swarm of 10,000 people going and just disliking one person's comment because they don't like that person.
Yeah, or whatever. And I can see teenagers just abusing the snot out of this.
Yes.
Abusing the thunder out of it. But I wonder, is that gosh, I mean, I know what they're saying. I can see the point of, okay, if this is an unwarranted or, even a racist or biased comment that shouldn't be there, then enough people could, down thumb it. What is it? Thumbs down?
Yeah.
Can thumbs down it? Is that right?
Yeah.
That sounds weird. Down thumb it. Thumb down. Can disapprove of it. And that would be a flag, I guess.
Right.
As long as they monitor that somehow, which, But what if it's I don't know. As long as it's a good one, it'd be okay. But, man.
Well,
I could see kids just abusing the crap out of this.
Well, and Justin, I was talking about this earlier.
Get 8 hours of sleep. Thumbs down.
Yeah. TikTok and their setup with moderation anyway is just weird.
Yeah.
Like, I can make a comment just and not hateful or anything like that, just some irrelevant comment. I mean, something that's relevant about the video, but nothing out of the way. And I'd get in trouble, or you get what they call shadow banned, where you still get to do everything, but nobody can find you.
Really?
Yeah.
How many times has this happened, Joe?
Well, I've been shadow banned at least once that I know of.
What'd you get shadow banned for?
Because I was watching a live stream and the host or the person streaming asked me a question in particular, and I responded. Well, it got lost in the comments, so I recommented it the word for word again.
Yeah.
And TikTok accused me of spamming.
Ah.
So I had to go sit in timeout for like 4 days.
Nice. TikTok timeout.
And literally the only reason I knew that was going on because I could tell from the videos I uploaded, like my view count went down a lot on the videos.
Did you learn from this?
Yeah, I learned like, I can't do that anymore.
Copy and paste, not allowed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So, but on the other hand, there are some videos, and to keep this show as family friendly as possible, I won't go in detail, but I'll discuss it off air because Justin and I already discussed it.
Oh boy.
Some of these videos that I see, I'm like, there is no possible way. I don't care if that's normal in that culture of the world. It's not appropriate here.
Yeah.
That kind of content's going on, and I mean, it's nothing.
Did Justin be like, oh, let me go check this out? I'll be the judge of the appropriateness, says Justin. I don't know, Joe. This seems pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take your word for it.
Yeah. That's like,
you can't boss me. Watch me go look myself.
Yeah.
Hold on. How do you spell that again?
Yeah.
That'd be me. How do you spell that?
Yeah.
I can't spell that.
So, like YouTube, TikTok won't show you dislike counts. So a mob might have less incentive to downvote comments it disagrees with. TikTok hasn't said if it'll crack down against misuses of the button, but we've asked the company for clarification. This isn't the only moderation tool at TikTok's disposal, and the combined resources could help the company get a handle on comment sections that are all too frequently go downhill. With that in mind, it's not clear how effective the dislike button might be given TikTok's challenges with enforcing its policies. TikTok still has problems controlling misinformation, for instance. Dislikes might help, but they don't represent a surefire fix.
Right.
Well, get ready for TikTok to roll out a fundraising campaign because they only generated $4.6 billion in 2021, which was a 142% increase. They have 1.2 billion monthly active users. So 1/6 of the world is on TikTok.
Crazy.
That's insane.
And their revenue mostly comes from advertising. They're projected to hit 12 billion this year.
Well, what is really insane is I've been helping Andrew Miller, the owner of WVRC.
Mm-hmm.
I created a TikTok for the station, and I think it's maybe been up a month, maybe 3 weeks, but within that time, like their account has like taken off with like a rocket booster. We just been putting up highlights of the sporting events they broadcast.
Yeah. One
video last week got over 77,000 views.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it's just a 12-second clip.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of videos for patch stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What we found out is the longer the video is, the less watched it gets. Or, what happens is people only watch like the first minute.
Yeah.
And then they log out. Attention span is not what it used to be.
No.
Who are those people? Obviously, they don't live in Spencer. We don't have 77,000 people, so
yeah.
Part of it is it sends it out into the internet and generates some views for you almost like.
Yeah, what?
It puts it in other people's feeds that have no idea where Roane County is.
Right. Yeah. So here's how and this is just from what I've gathered, is when I post the videos, I always put hashtags on all the videos. and like if someone's looking for a particular keyword or if they have searched that in the past, that kind of goes into algorithms and kind of.
Do you just do hashtag awesome?
Yeah.
That's all
No,
you
but
need
I
to
might
know.
start.
Watch this because it's awesome.
I might start that.
Yeah, see? We could give you some other keywords too.
Well,
It'd be interesting to be able to, like, just see a little graph of, like, who these people are or where they are or something.
You can actually go in the analytics and look
Really?
and see.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. See what kind of audience you're attracting?
Yeah,
Interesting, Joe.
to help you more fine tune your
Target.
content.
Yeah, find a target area. 77,000. That's
Yeah.
massive because Roane County only has 15,000 people in it.
Yeah.
So even if you took the surrounding counties,
Yep. Oh.
and you could, maybe 25,000 people in our area.
Right. Yeah, and it was a clip of the girls' volleyball game against Calhoun County. So I mean,
Yeah.
it was just a regular game. It wasn't like a tournament or a championship.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a regular.
I mean,
Although the clip, don't get me wrong, the clip was awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
it's well worth the 77,000 views.
is it like a intense volley back and forth between two teams, or
Well,
some
what it
sort
was
of crazy
was
play?
yeah, it was a crazy play. Calhoun knocked it back over on Roane County side, and Roane County hit it. It hit the net, and Calhoun automatically thought the play was over with. But Roane County recovered, sent it back over, and it completely caught Calhoun off guard. Yeah,
trick play.
Yeah, I mean it. I'll show you guys the clip after the
Yeah.
show. But I mean,
Man.
but literally, it was crazy. Like the first night, I was sitting there. I would go in there, and I'd see the count was like 2,300 views. I would literally refresh within 10 seconds. It would jump 200 views.
If you'd have hashtagged awesome, it would have really went up.
True.
Awesome. It's awesome.
Huh.
So then I texted her. I was like, "Hey, check. Are you watching this?" And he calls me. He goes, "Yes." He said, "We've been watching it." He said, "Literally, it's like going
So
crazy."
you two contributed like 10,000 views each just because you keep going back and looking?
Well, we were just under the account. We
Watch
watched
it
all
again,
night.
Joe. Watch it
All
again.
night, 12 hours straight.
Yeah,
I'm not addicted.
but it was just crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
So then I was sending him like updates every day over the next 3-4
Yeah.
days. It's like, hey,
Yeah, it used
here's
to
your
be
count
like-
now.
YouTube was the way you could kind of go viral, but now that's almost like antiquated.
Does TikTok pay you?
Not yet. Now, once you hit 1,000 views, then you can go live and get paid.
Really?
Yes, and no longer than the VRCs had their page. They're already over halfway there,
Wow.
and that one video helped
1,000 views or subscribers?
followers.
Followers, yeah.
Now, I don't want to brag because it'll just blow up in my face, but my comedy radio show that I use for TikTok and all that,
Uh-huh.
I did sign paperwork last Thursday that Facebook could possibly start paying us for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
So
Well,
I might get paid for my nonsense. That's
I was
crazy.
gonna say a free plug. Let's see. Let's hear it. Where's it at?
LOL Radio Show. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/LOL Radio Show 1.
Okay.
And it's all family friendly content, so there's no worries of.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is this like where you prank the spam callers and stuff like that?
we do play I play a call every episode, so yeah, we
Nice,
do it
yeah.
once a
I
month.
know you do a good job of that. It's
Yeah,
you've played a couple of them for us, and it's funny how you don't laugh when you do it, but it is pretty funny.
Oh, and that's the hardest thing is like trying
Yeah,
not to laugh
yeah.
because sometimes I laugh at myself. It's like, where did that nonsense come
Yeah,
from? That's
yeah.
where my short attention span comes into play because like I'm just as confused as they are, but I know how to roll with it.
I've already started down this road. We got to keep going.
Yeah.
I forget where we're going, but we're going.
Yeah, I feel like Michael Scott on The Office. Sometimes I don't know where I'm going, so I just keep talking. Hopefully, I'll find my way out.
Yeah. Or find your way back.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, you have a app review for us?
Yeah. So, are you guys fans of like live auctions? I'm not talking eBay. I'm talking like actually watching an auction live.
Not being at a real auction.
Like
in real
being
life.
in an auction?
Yeah.
Yeah. My grandma used to take me when I was little.
Okay. So, what if I told you guys there was the ability for you guys to do that from the comfort of your home?
Wouldn't
Okay.
surprise me, but I don't know. There's nothing like going to a live auction. I mean, I don't know. Tell me more.
Okay. So, I stumbled upon this app a few months ago, and man, is it grown exponentially.
Really? What's it called?
Whatnot.
What? No, how do you
Yeah.
spell that?
WHATNOT, all one word.
Strange name for an auction thing, but whatnot. Okay.
And it's a free app, and you can sign up and you can set up all your billing information
Hold
and all
on.
that.
N-O-T?
WHATNOT.
Got like 2 hearts?
Yep.
What's that about? It seems like you're tracking me to a
Dating thing.
dating
Dating
app.
site.
Yeah, what the heck?
Justin's like, I'll take one.
Okay, I'm in.
20.
Enough said.
35.
There's Justin. I don't know what it is, but I gotta have it.
Yeah.
Well, where they started from? They started just doing.
How's this thing work?
Are you on the website?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see like the little black boxes? Or let me see what you're.
Oh, hold on. Okay, it's got categories down the side.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can go in the category you want. I'm going to do electronics since this is a tech show. Cameras. We'll just see. Oh, it's empty.
Nobody's selling right now. Go to video games. That is always a hotbed.
Holy smokes. There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So how do you... Interesting.
I was gonna say video games and Funko
I'm going to do
are big.
retro. So it's just like a regular auction, right? You got to have an account, you bid on it, they ship it to you.
Right. The only difference is,
Hold on, have you bought something off this?
no, I haven't.
Have you been cruising the auctions though?
Yes, I have, and I've bid on a couple things, but it's usually stuff that I know is going to go high, so I'll just bid to get the bid started and run it up, so then I can say I participated.
Oh boy. That's how you get burnt, Joe.
Well, no, what I was bidding on, I knew where the price was going to go, and I knew it was going to go like $30-$40, so I bid $5 to $6 because I knew that was a really safe bet.
Yeah. NFTs. You can buy some NFTs. Huh. What? Where's it let me click on one of these? Okay, so it has NFTs, and then you do a little. They got buy it nows. They got all kinds of stuff. Weird.
Yeah, so but it's basically a live auction.
Yeah.
And where they started doing was they was really heavy, and they're still in big time. Retro stuff, old video games, old electronics, trading cards, sports memorabilia, stuff like that. Action figures, comic books.
Yeah, it's funny. There's sports, which I thought would be like, sports stuff.
Yeah.
Is actually just cards.
Yeah. That's what they started in doing, and then within
Wow.
the last few months, they've expanded to jewelry and watches and
Yeah.
music and arts and crafts and estate sales.
Sneakers.
Did you see the vinyl record section, Dave?
I did not. Where's that
Okay.
at?
Under music, I think.
Music. How do you spell it? Oh, there we go.
Well, they got CDs and cassettes. Oh, and music memorabilia.
Hey, Joe, I need your online account information so I can order some stuff.
Okay. Justin, what did you say your email was? Okay. So it looks like under Vinyl Records nobody's selling right now, but they have time.
Yeah, they got times today at 10 a.m. Killer clowns.
So you don't have to use the app. You could use the website.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah.
I mean, what? That's a weird, strange picture, and I don't understand it.
Well, they do, I've seen Vinyl Records has Facebook auctions.
Yeah.
Like they hold the record up, you put in the comments what you're bidding.
Right.
And so forth. So this is just a version of that, but through an app.
Well, and a lot easier.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, let me show you on my phone, because literally, instead of having to type in the comments your bid, you actually get a button where it'll show you what the current bid
makes it a
is.
little easier that way.
Yeah, and it's much more faster paced
Oh, Journey.
because it has an actual
The cars.
timer on the auction. So like if you get down to 5 seconds, and if you're one of those last second bidders,
Yeah.
like you can click the bid, and it'll reset the timer for another 10 seconds to give everybody plenty of time to bid in. You don't have to sit and like on a Facebook auction, wait for everybody's delay and all that.
Yeah. Come on, Joe. Hey, you got to give me your information so I can get some Vinyl Records here.
Well, here, I'll just pull it up on my phone.
These look awesome. So if you have,
Did you say not cars, right? Cards.
Cards. Okay, see right here. Here's it looks like a Funko.
it's a dolly.
So
Do you collect dollies, Joe?
no. So like the yellow button,
Uh-huh.
you can click it. Right now it says bid $30. I can click that and
Here,
it'll...
pass it down to us. We'll try it out. Get on
Yeah,
the-
I can
as
hear
soon
it
as he
now.
hands you the phone, Justin, go to Vinyl Records.
I can hear it now. See, and he goes, "What in the world did you order?" I don't know. The guy said they needed it.
We had to have it. We're
What's
just
the
we're just on a
price?
test. This is just a test.
Has that one started yet?
Yeah, they just.
What's the price now?
Okay, this is a Michael Jordan Funko Pop. They haven't started bidding yet. They're describing it. But now that Goliath one that we just saw sold for $26. Okay. So
Wow.
26,000.
$26.
Yeah.
And see, you can actually click on their store, and what a lot of them will do is they'll make a list of all the items they got for sale that day. And you can actually go ahead and put pre-bids in. Okay, now, oh wow, that thing went from $3 to now it's $13, $15,
Yeah, pass your phone down.
$17. Here.
Let's see this. See what happens.
Uh,
I like to bid on stuff.
Dave, today at 1:05 p.m. there's a record store blowout
Nice.
happening.
So, okay. So you see the bid in the yellow button.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a timer right above it to tell you how much time's left on the auction.
Oh, it's over. Ohio Extermination won it. Wow.
How much?
$21.
Not bad.
So let me switch cameras here. Is it okay if I show it?
Yeah.
So you can see. Neat little deal. And then
How'd you happen upon this, Joe?
the bottom button is gray, but it's got yellow in it that shows the
bid.
bid. But that one ended, so.
I stumbled upon it. It was one of those
Justin.
ads of, some of the apps that you use. The ads will pop up.
He said, "Hey,
Yes, sir.
auctions would be cool."
Yeah.
Next thing you know,
Well,
There you
had,
go.
They had an ad for, it said, like, collectibles and video games and stuff like that. I was like, huh.
Yeah. You were
Yeah.
talking to some guy and he said auction in your phone.
yeah.
Yeah. Probably.
He said, I was at the auction last week. And then you got an ad for it. All right.
And down the rabbit hole you go.
Exactly.
Did you say auction? Ooh, what kind of auction? So have you bought anything off of it at all? I know you said you put in bids.
No,
but
I just put in bids, but I have not ordered anything off of there.
Did you see anything you're like, oh man, I really want it, but it just got too expensive?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
what? Give us an example.
This seems more fun than eBay or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I like about it.
It's like
a lot
interactive.
of video game stuff.
Really? What are you looking for?
Just anything.
Retro or modern?
Retro.
Huh. What's the last retro game you got?
Most recent one I bought?
Mm-hmm. Curious minds want to know. I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember where I was.
I'm trying to think. Well,
Marietta has a big
Rinky Dinks.
on the left going towards Marietta. Big. It's an old store, like a big old store.
Yeah, it's called the flea market.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rinks. Well, everybody calls it Rinky Dinks, though, but yeah, it's
Rinky
Rinks.
Dinks. Okay.
Yeah, I know exactly
we
where
stopped
you're
in
at.
there. We had a couple hours while Kale did his orientation deal, so we ran into there and just walked around. Holy cow, massive.
Yes.
And it smells like a flea market.
Yes.
Old greasy food smell with some thrown in old clothes smell.
Yeah, how is it no matter where you go in the country to a flea market, they all smell the same?
It does. It's crazy.
Mothballs and
Yeah.
just...
But it was massive.
Yeah,
but I
Greek-
saw some records I really wanted, but I was just like, I can't afford it. But pretty cool. I forget where I was going with this. Oh, anyway, so yeah, I had that. I saw some vinyl records, and I had 4 or 5 in my hand. The guy's like, yeah, those are good ones. Those are good ones. I was like, well, they're worth $5 to me. And he's like, oh, man, no. I was like, okay. Had to let him go. Walked on by.
Yeah, well, here you go. You might be able to find them on Whatnot.
Got to save my money. Christmas is coming up. That Amazon sale.
Prime Day will be
Prime
here.
Day, yeah.
Huge
Anyways.
G.I. Joe collection here. Somebody's showing off. Wow.
That's what you're looking at?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Action figures.
Really?
I don't know. I'm just clicking on random
Just looking stuff. Okay.
Jewelry. All right. Kind of an interesting assortment.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
it's nothing...
comic books. But then you get like luxury designer bags for girls and stuff. I mean, just
Well, hold on. So
Kinda all
what?
over
So
the place.
anyway, I forgot what I was talking about, but it just came back to me on the circle.
Yeah.
So I saw an old Atari
Yeah.
with the
Joystick?
yeah,
Yes.
and I was so tempted. I was like, man, that just the nostalgia is pretty cool, but it was like $70.
That's
kind of crazy.
That's not bad.
I didn't think it was a bad price
Because usually
but
I see them
just-
over 100.
I mean, I don't even have TV, so I'm not going to play it.
Right.
But it brought back memories. And I was
Yeah.
like, by golly, old Atari. I held the joystick, pushed the little red button. I was like, whew.
Yeah.
It took me back to when I was 8 or 9. But anyway, that's the last thing I saw that I was like, yeah, pretty cool retro wise. So what was the last retro game you bought, or one of the last ones that you can remember?
I know it's not that old, but the newest previous generation game we bought was at, I'll have to look up the store. It's in North Carolina. We spent 2 hours in there. It was for the Wii. It was Batman Lego. Sadie wanted it. But
So that's been a couple of months then, because you guys went.
yeah,
That's back near summer.
let me find that place, because Dave,
Huh.
if you're ever in that area, you will. I spent 2 hours in there. So
Really?
yeah, because they sell old video games, old books, records, CDs, cassettes, video games, movies.
I don't have that kind of money, Joe.
Well, trust me.
I got a kid in college, and I got another one in high school.
Well, trust me. No, they've got good deals. I wouldn't have spent 2 hours in there if they didn't have any good deals.
My allowance is like $5.
You'd be surprised what you could get in there.
I really like records though.
McKay's. That's what.
McKay's.
Yes. I mean, it's just rows upon rows upon rows of stuff. When we finished up, we walked out. We was each walking out with armloads of stuff.
Wow.
And Cena goes, "We was in there for 2 hours." I was
Yeah.
like, "Really?" And Sadie was with us, and she was
Enjoyed
just
looking around?
Yeah, and she was just enthralled with as much as we was. Which is like, okay, that's a good sign. They have some good stuff in there if we're able to keep all of our attention spans going there.
Yeah. For sure. All right. Well, neat little deal. Whatnot. So what? Have you purchased? You haven't won anything, right?
No.
How,
So
I assume there's some sort of safety protocol, just like eBay or Facebook
Oh, yeah.
Marketplace, whatever.
yeah, and you can and it's just like eBay where you can rate your sellers, so you can see your sellers' ratings before you bid.
Make sure they're on the up and up.
Yeah, and what I like is the simple layout. I mean, it's right there in front of you. It's easy to bid. You don't have to type a bunch of stuff in. You can just literally push a button, place your bid, and the delay, the video delay. Because on Facebook, if you're watching, there's usually like a 10 to 15 second delay. Man, it's almost instantaneous. I mean, there's almost zero delay. So to be able to do this online is phenomenal. And you can follow your favorite seller. So if there's one seller that you find that they always have good stuff or good deals, you can follow them.
Yeah, I see the follow button for the category and for the individual.
And be notified when any new auctions come up with them. And I like the pre-bid option where you can click on their little store button, and because most of them will list everything they're going to put up for sale that day, and you can actually go in there and look and go, "Ooh, I'm going to go ahead and put a pre-bid in on this," and try to be on top of it.
Justin, did you go down and find Whatnot in the category?
No, I didn't find that.
Yeah, go down and check
Oh, at
it
the
out.
very
It
bottom?
says and Whatnot. So that's where you have sports equipment, return pallets,
Wow.
books, food and drink, health and beauty, stamps.
Kawaii? What's that? Some sort of stickers or something? Yeah.
I don't know.
Little cartoony things? Okay, alright. Crystals and gems?
I like that you're in that stuff. I'm over in books. Joe, which category is your favorite?
Well, I went under as soon as I heard return pallets, I was like, "Oh, I gotta check that out."
Yeah, do you guys still do that?
Yeah, I have a bunch of sound bars there right now.
Nice.
So you get like a whole pallet of stuff?
Yeah, usually what we'll do is we don't go with the return pallets. There's just way too much work involved. I'm trying to check everything. What we usually do is get new pallets, which is either brand new or brand new damaged box stuff. And the company we go with will guarantee, they'll give us a manifest list so we know exactly what we're getting, and then they'll guarantee that if we were supposed to get 10 items and we only got like 7, they'll refund us the wholesale value of what we bought. Or if it's sold to us as new and it's been damaged in transit, they'll work with us on that. So that's what I like guarantees.
Wow. Where's the fun in that, though?
Well, it's
I mean, the whole point of a pallet sale is like when you buy one of those storage units. You know, you get to peek in the door, and after that, it's on you to buy it, and then you get to figure out if it's worth it or not.
Well, I'm a safe better. I'm a safe gambler.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, it pays better, though.
This is probably true. But that's no fun.
Yeah. Well, I've tried the other gamble, and I've made some money and I've lost some money, but they're just way less work when everything's brand new.
Gotcha.
When everything's returned, you literally have to open every box, plug everything in, check everything.
Go through it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, pretty neat app there. You got some reviews for us? Or?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So
give us our pros and cons.
Yeah. So the pros,
Okay.
it's secure. One of the first things out of the barrel is they require 2-factor authentications, which I loved that. You guys know I'm a big proponent of that.
Really? Tell me more. I've never heard that before.
That's a lie because you
that
said...
is complete sarcasm and a lie.
I'm going to say because you said you won't make a different password, but you got 2-factor authentication.
True. You harped on me for 2 years to get me to do 2-factor authentication.
And you said, I don't like the inconvenience, and I said, you'll thank me later.
Yeah, and I did do it.
But you still haven't thanked me.
Thank you, Joseph.
You're welcome.
You have caused me inconvenience.
Yeah.
But
happy to help.
But I feel safer. I feel safer.
There you go. Next pro, easy to use. You guys today, now was the first time you've seen it. And
yeah, I like it's yellow. You can see the bid now thing, and then the time's right above it. That's convenient.
And another pro for it is the low delay. It's almost instantaneous. Not a lot of delay.
You know, you're right. If you do like eBay, you got to refresh.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then I like the last second bidder. It still gives you plenty of time to make it more fun. Where if you like to bid the last 2 seconds at auction, it just resets it in 10 more seconds to give everybody that chance to get their bid in.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah. And useful tools. You get to follow your favorite seller. The sellers have an online store where you can buy stuff outright, or you can put it in a pre-bid.
Yeah.
So cool little tools like that.
This will open up a whole new stream of economy, because I mean, eBay's okay, but it's so hard to use because it's, you can list it for a day, 5 days, 10 days, and you got to keep track of it. I'm terrible. Like, I don't like selling on eBay.
Right.
I don't even remember the last time I tried to sell something on eBay because I hate keeping up with it. I don't have time to sit there and by the way, I got to check on my bids.
Well, what I've done, because every once in a while when I get time, I'll put something on eBay to sell, and it's usually just a broken laptop that's been sitting in my way for 6 months or more. And I've got the eBay app on my phone. Yeah. And I've just got I have notifications turned on, so then it notifies me when a bid comes in. So I don't have to sit there and constantly monitor. Yeah,
that would be smart. I did not do that.
Yeah, I let my phone do the monitoring for me. So then when I hear cha-ching, it's like, all right, there's a bid.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
And it's a nice wake me up some mornings. You wake up and you look over here and you get the little eBay icon and you look and there's somebody's bid on something of yours. So
money to be made.
Yes.
That's a good idea. I might have to check that out. I don't have it on my phone, so that's why I had to always come back to a computer.
Yeah.
And I think the last time I tried to sell something, my luck, I had it go off on like a Saturday. It ended on Saturday, and I didn't realize that when I posted it. And I'm like, crap. Saturday, I'm always doing something, soccer or whatever.
Yeah.
So
the absolute best time to sell on eBay, Sunday afternoons between 4 and 6 o'clock.
Really?
Yes.
Everybody's home?
Yep. I have made more money on sales that have ended on Sundays between 4 and 6 o'clock than I have any other day of the week.
Nice pro tip.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, back to the pros here or whatnot.
So that concludes the pros. One con.
Ooh.
And it's not a con, of course. I've not bought anything, but I have bids, so that might have something to do with it. I don't think so, though. And this isn't an issue that I've had personally, but just reading the reviews online. Yeah. The app, it's a new business, new venture, but they've grown leaps and bounds in the few months that I've followed them. Some people have had app issues with just doing weird things.
Yeah, well, you're always going to have that.
Right.
That's why you have a technology guy.
But on Whatnot's defense, on the reviews, anytime anybody leaves a negative review, Whatnot is big on. They'll respond. Thank you for letting us know. We'll work on this.
Yeah.
And respond to each of those.
What
reviews.
are their? Do you happen to know their fees for selling something? Well, wait a minute. I guess you could auction whatever, but yeah.
Yeah.
Justin, that was your one job, man. Figure out the details.
The fees aren't. Here we go for sellers.
They didn't have golf stuff, so Justin's
Yeah,
out.
I tuned out.
He's like, yeah, man. No longer interested. No golf stuff.
2.9% plus 30 cents.
Seems pretty reasonable. Way better than eBay.
Is it really? What's eBay?
Gosh, I don't know. It's
Well,
over 10%.
It's gotten
What?
It's gotten a little better.
eBay's over
Because
10%.
It's gotten a little better because beforehand, well, it was a coupon deal because eBay would take their fee and then PayPal would take their fee. Now they've parted ways, so now you just pay an eBay fee.
Really?
Yeah, eBay handles the money now.
It got out of control there for a while.
Yeah,
Borderline not worth it.
Yeah, 10%'s terrible.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Okay. Whatnot.
So.
That's funny.
So again, the only con.
I don't understand. I have a con I need to add.
Okay.
The two hearts thing in the logo.
Well, it's actually a W.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If you look at it a little closer, it's actually a W.
It looks like two hearts.
Yeah, it looks like two hearts, but it's actually a W. Go back and look at it again.
Well, they did a poor job of that. I mean, I see the W.
Okay, I'm sorry, Justin. It's 8% commission
Oh,
on the sold price of an item when it sells, plus 2.9% and 30 cents for processing fee of each transaction.
what? There's 3 fees?
No 2 fees.
A percentage, a flat 30 cents, and what?
So Whatnot gets 8% commission when the item is sold,
Yeah.
and then to process the payment, it's 2.9% and 30 cents. But so it's about that.
It's
10%.
about 11%, yeah.
But think about it. If you've got all this stuff in the basement of your house that you haven't touched in years,
Yeah.
and
I don't know.
you can either drag it out in the front yard, have a yard sale, sell it for $2, or put it on here and sell it for $25 even after your transaction fees.
Yeah, the problem is when you have just one item and you sell it for $200 and they take whatever.
Yeah. Now if you're doing like these people where you have multiple things, it would be worth it.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, it's 10% or 11% on everything, right? But
Yeah.
wait a minute. Who pays the 2.9 and 30 cents? Is that the buyer?
No, that's the seller's fee.
Seller sells that too?
Yeah.
I golly. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Phew, that still seems steep. One out of every $10.
But it's about the average. I mean, they're not
Yeah.
asking any more than anybody else.
Yeah, that's true. What do you think, Justin? Is this an app you're interested in? You got any auction in you?
Oh no, I'm good.
Oh, now
That's
are
cool.
you?
It's an updated, better version, I think. Than
It doesn't have the smell, though.
eBay. Yeah.
Let me tell you this. A couple of years ago, I did go to an auction. They had an old wooden stove in an old building.
Yeah.
My, it smelled so familiar. It smelled like an old garage.
Isn't it weird? Like certain smells like that, and you can just have flashbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Of,
And then I got the car inspected a couple years ago and went into a garage, and it had like the stained floor, like a mechanic's garage.
yeah.
Of so much oil leaks and grease and stuff that it, was black coated, stained, and it smelled like car. It said mechanic all over it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, familiar with that smell. All right. So you got Justin, you want to take a guess at Joe's 5-star rating?
Yeah, I think we're looking at a 4 here,
Okay, Dave.
possibly 4.5.
Yeah, it's kind of like a softball lob, though. But yeah, I don't know. Joe's doors aren't blown off, and he didn't buy
Yeah,
anything.
that's
He didn't
true.
bid for fun,
4.
so entertainment. I'm saying 4.
You guys are close, but no cigar.
Ah,
I'm giving this a 5-star rating.
no way!
Yes.
You can't. You didn't buy anything yet to see how it works.
It's just the entertainment factor, though.
Ah, getting soft, Joe.
This gets Joe's.
There's no
stamp of
way there's a
approval.
5-star on
Now wait a
entertainment
minute.
value.
Now hold on. I'm going to argue your point.
Okay.
How can I not give it a 5-star rating based on not buying something? Because at that point, you're judging on the seller, not the app.
It's true. Very
Well,
true.
The app might either, if you had an issue, the app might bungle or not bungle your ability to fix your issue.
Okay.
True.
Okay.
Ooh, yes,
That-
Justin, you get a high five.
Okay. Now that
Bam!
that's a valid point.
Bam! So you're voting on incomplete evidence, Joe.
Okay. I will. Based on Justin's point, I will take that criticism.
Buy something.
Okay, back to a 4. We won.
You gotta win one of those auctions.
All right, what are we bidding on, Joe?
Well, let's buy some
We
NFTs,
need
guys.
some more decoration here in the studio.
Decor for the
Does
studio.
that fall under like action figures or toys? What are we saying?
Let me look up Howard the Duck.
Oh, dear goodness. Why?
Only one result. Oh, and it's not even Howard the Duck. It's just a duck.
Duck. Well, let's look at a Funko.
Couple
What
of-
kind of Funko would you get? Joe, do you have any Funko Pops?
I do have a couple Funko Pops.
What genre did you go with?
Cena got me a couple ones from The Office. That was yeah. Those are ones that's like, yeah, I've got to have those.
Okay. Huh. Dun dun dun.
Gotta get some vinyl.
I would love to get some vinyl. So, if we were going to get, let's see, today at 10 a.m., loading up some products here. Frank's Funky Fun Day.
Mm-hmm.
Heroes Hideout, New York. Adam Banks. I don't know who that is. Lots of Adam Banks. Vincent LaRusso Purple, whatever that is. Man, gosh, he's got like 30 of them. Who's Vincent LaRusso Green, Purple? What's that all about? Any idea?
I have no idea.
Alex Trebek? Samurai Jack?
Okay, I'm on one here. I don't know who this. Well, okay, so the genius has a Funko Pop, but then puts his phone in front of the camera. That's real smart.
Uh-huh.
It's like, really?
Danny Zuko.
Don't be dumb.
Yeah, we could do Danny Zuko, right? You guys don't know who that is, do you?
It sounds familiar.
From the movie Grease.
Now here's a Deadpool one. Here's a barista Deadpool.
$55
Holy Toledo Batman.
for a dolly. Come on now, you can't pay $55 for a dolly.
Some people can. Some person is.
Felix the Cat for $48. Ferris Bueller for $45.
Holy wow.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Where's the cheap ones? I thought this was an auction where you kind of like did stuff cheap.
Well, now like some of this stuff, you get collectors in there, so you get collectors pricing.
Indiana Jones in his car, $200 starting. Iron Man, $55. Jack and Meg White, $25. Jan Brady, $49. Jerry Garcia, $85.
Okay, I'm looking at a Baby Yoda for $25 right now. It's on auction.
Kurt Cobain, $100. Is Tom Hopper, is that the...
Is that Hopper from Stranger Things?
Yeah. I thought he was Jim Hopper, though.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, I don't know who that is. My goodness, man. What kind of rabbit hole are you taking us down here, Joe?
Well, I'm
Michael Scott, $24.
$24 for a Michael Scott.
31.
Is it Prism Mike or?
It was I don't know. It looks like a pool shooter, and he's got.
Oh,
one
Date
there.
Mike. Okay.
Yeah. You know these things. That's crazy.
Well, is it a purple bandana?
No.
Okay, just a hat.
And it looks like he's holding a pool cue.
Okay, yeah, that's Date Mike.
He's winking or something. All right, so coming in with an official 4 rating due to no knowledge of the purchasing
Process.
or protection. Okay, I like it. Good job, Justin. And the Two Hearts thing, add that to the list. What in the world?
That's a W.
I don't think so. Anyway, all right. So the Whatnot app.
So I'm
This is the first app you've reviewed, I think.
first one in a while.
I mean, we have 117 shows, but I don't remember an app.
So-
Usually it's a product review.
I am I'm intrigued. I'm excited this turned out as well as it has because I didn't know what your guys' outlooks were on real auctions and to see your
Yeah.
I've piqued your interest.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna start an account and go spend money on it, but I do like
well,
the
at least
idea.
at this second you're not.
Yeah, I mean, it might take a couple years, but yeah, pretty neat deal, and you know, as always, a good show, Joe. My gosh, this is the first time though I think we might not have brought up Wise.
You just changed that.
I know, just in case.
Yeah, well, I contemplated on reviewing the Wise wireless video doorbell, but I was just too tired last night to do my homework on that. I was like,
Gotcha.
I need something a little easier, and then I went through my phone and found this. I was like, ooh, this is a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So they got to change the Two Heart thing, and you got to make a purchase. So what do we? You buy something and let us know. Buy
Okay.
something all three of us can play with.
Okay. All right, NFT it is.
Oh gosh, are NFTs still a thing?
Apparently,
I don't know.
if they wouldn't, if they weren't worth anything, nobody'd be selling them.
You never know. All right. Well, Joe, if anybody has any questions on any of the things you talked about DirectTV, Amazon, TikTok, and I know you're big. It seems like security cam's still a big thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
actually, after I leave the show today, I'm installing a system.
Yeah. And I know you're helping us out with our systems and our daycares where we have cameras everywhere. So yeah, good stuff there. A&M Digital Technologies, local business. Make sure you support them. They support this show. But Joe, if anybody needs to get a hold of you,
Yes.
if they want in on this auction deal, the Whatnot auction, they want like your password and your account, so they can help
for
you.
billing purposes.
Yeah. How they get a hold of you?
You can give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltech.com. And be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at AM Digital Tech for all that. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast. Help Desk with Joe and Dave. We're on all the major platforms, and all of our episodes are hosted by Anchor.fm.
Yeah, show 117 in the books. So, good stuff all the way around. And we'll be back next week with more and a great. I like the app thing. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I really like when you do product reviews because sometimes I try to get them from you, but
Right.
you never bring all the parts. But
Hey, I brought all the parts today for this review.
yeah. Thank you. Trying to cost me money. It's baloney, Joe. But anyway,
Yeah, but look what cool stuff you're going to get in return, though.
I don't know. Spending money, that's not that cool. But we'll be back next week for show 118. For myself, Justin, and Joe, we're out of here. Help Desk with Joe. Show 117 in the books.
We're there.